to the campus of St. Bonaventure, where a sold-out crowd of this basketball town gets set to watch the St. Bonaventure Bonnies take on the number 16 Rhode Island Rams. And how big is this one? Rhode Island, 16 wins in a row, the longest active streak in the nation, and it's number 1 versus number 2 in the A-10. St. Bonaventure has won 7 in a row and 10 straight here at home. Welcome, everyone, to the Riley Center for this outstanding Friday night matchup that we have for you. Mike Corey alongside Chris Spatola. Do we get another upset in college basketball? We're about to find out. Chris, what makes this matchup so special here tonight?
Well, other than my guys here in the bathrobe, this game has 2 of the best backcourts in the country. For Rhode Island, it's Terrell and E.C. Matthews, a rugged guard, 3-way scorer, and a guy who can light it up from the perimeter. And for St. Bonaventure, it's Matt Mobley and Jalen Adams. Just watch the game. These 2 backcourts are great. These folks behind me are nuts. This is going to be a great night.
Yes, it is, Chris. Great start. Safe getting back over here. 1/3 of the entire town is here tonight at this game, and we can't wait to bring it to you.
So important for Bonaventure to try to score early as much as they can. Rhode Island is one of the best half-court defenses in America.
Terrell coming right back for URI. Jared Terrell with a big 3 as the Rams are up 1.
And he is a cocky son of a gun, man. Has a lot to say on the way back to this crowd. Both these teams are outstanding on the offensive glass. Bonaventure about 10 offensive rebounds a game. Part of it is they're older teams, typically better offensive rebounding teams, but they're also quick to the ball.
Terrell in a mess. Here's Taki. Stocker. The defense by Terrell. Coach Schmidt said he wanted to try to score in the first 12 seconds of every offensive possession. This Rhode Island defense is tough. 5 of the shot clock. Taki. Adams got hit and bailed out, firing up a off-balance 3 with a shot clock at 1. A couple years ago, his jersey's retired. He got Jalen Adams, an NBA prospect. What a job he's done here at St. Bonaventure.
Another guy who, I mean, nobody thinks you can win here. There is tradition, but, I mean, look, only in New York, no offense, it's not a destination spot, but he has built quite a program, great tradition, and like you said, NBA talent.
Well, it's a destination for basketball, that's for sure, as the fans are on full force tonight. And this town supports this team very well, as we've got a foul, and Terrell heads to the free throw line. Griffin with his first for the Bonnies. Jared Terrell, you talk about this team being old, Chris, and experienced. This guy has played in every single Rams game in the last 4 years. 125. He started 124 of those. I mean, it's been amazing what he's done.
Well, and a guy who came in as a defensive stopper. You know, he's always been a physical, rugged, tough guard. But his offensive game has improved over time. His scoring average has gotten so much better. One of the elite guards.
Adams rejected by Langivan. Taki not there. And rebounded by Stanford Robinson for URI. Up the court quickly for Terrell. Terrell losing the handle, throws it right into the hands of Griffin. Adams guarded by Matthews. What a matchup that is tonight. Finds Griffin. And his pass taken away by Robinson. Matthews gets tripped up inadvertently. No call, and I think that's the right no call. His foot just got tangled up. It's going to be St. Bonaventure basketball. Taken away by Griffin. Adams. Terrell stopping and popping for 3 and rebounded by Mobley. There's a 3, and that's off the mark by Isaiah Brockington. Langivan of a rebound.
Well, St. Bonaventure plays the fastest tempo in the A-10, and they only play about 15 seconds of possession. So, you know, you may at home say, well, that's not a good shot against Rhode Island. They want to play fast, and if they have opportunities to score early, they're going to try to do that.
Shot clock is inside 10 for Terrell. Good defense for the Bonnies. Garrett drives. That's a shot clock violation. Right idea, just didn't have enough time left.
Guard.
We've had 3 ties and 7 lead changes so far in this first half here between these two. Doughton for Langevin. Double team. Terrell. Too strong, follows his own shot. Now we've got a foul. Foul on Nelson Caputo for St. Bonaventure. And Terrell has a chance to push the Rams back in front. 4 points so far for Terrell in this first half. He's so strong. It's so hard to defend this guy.
And he wants the paint. I mean, again, he can knock down a 3 and is shooting a good percentage, but he wants the paint. That's what Rhode Island wants. And the problem there in the last possession, when you double, which you may need to against Langevin, that's when you get into rotation and they drive you.
How about a must-win for the Big 12 regular season title still up for grabs? 20th ranked West Virginia and number 13 Kansas tomorrow at 6:15 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
During the weekend, got back to being that defensive team that they are, and to have Javon Carter and Issa Ahmad scoring the ball the way they are.
That's a traveling violation on Caputo. Crowd doesn't like it, but it's the right call. It's a 2-point lead for the Rams, and that's 4 turnovers now for St.
Hurley says, we are white in the full court, we'll pick you up, but we become red in the half court. We are in your shorts.
Halfway through the first half. Here's Matt Mobley, a long 3, front rimmed it. Griffin battling in there with Langevin for the rebound, and it's a jump, and it's going to stay with St. Bonaventure.
That's 2 guys who get their meal tickets off of dirty work plays, off of offensive rebounds. You see how hard they go after this. I mean, this is what a game like this deserves. 2 men fighting for a loose ball, a 50-50 ball.
First 30 in the shot clock. Adams now working on Doughton. Pulls up. Gets the bounce. Second leading scorer in the Atlantic 10, Jalen Adams. We're tied at 18. Terrell gets it to Garrett for 3. And Griffin outlets to Stocker, and it got knocked away. That was by Terrell coming back on D as he misses a 3 that follows his own shot. And Nelson Caputo, junior from Ontario, with a big 3 for the Bonnies. 10th lead change already tonight. Nice feed, Terrell. And Rhode Island does the same on their ball reversal. And Jarvis Garrett, the recipient for 3.
A guy who has battled injuries. It's frustrating play because he picked the pocket and should have had a dunk.
Barry, Terrell was tied up with Stockard. Finally gets possession of it now, and he is hit. And there's a foul. Hits the 3-pointer very well. Scores it at an amazing rate. And the Bonnies and the Rams as Terrell hits a 3, and we're tied at 26. Adams now. Stockard for 3. And that's an over-the-back foul on Akpeezy. And watching Terrell walk back to the offensive end, looking at the crowd.
He's a show in and of himself. I mean, he has unbelievable confidence, and he's expressing it to the crowd here.
Jeff Doughton on the drive, blocked by Akiza. Wow. Mobley from Adams. Did we just get a technical foul? Let's see. Matt Mobley did a little talking after that three-point hit. Coach Hurley saying, yeah, what's going on here? The crowd's fired up. Is that what you saw, Chris? I think they teed him up for a little taunting at the end of that play.
No, I think Dan Hurley was pointing.
No, okay, no tee, actually. No.
Yeah, I think Dan Hurley was pointing because he wanted an illegal screen. He thought Mobley got open from a screen that was moving. That's what he was pointing at. The officials thought he meant something else.
No, good job by the officials. Orlandis Poole, Ron Tyberski, DJ Carstensen just came over and told us it was a warning that they gave to Mobley. Says just play, man. After you make a big play, get back on the other end. So no technical. It stays a three-point lead for the Bonnies.
Yeah, and I thought Danny may have had a point because it was a tough screen to get Mobley open.
Berry called for traveling. Coach Hurley wanted a tip ball there and said it was deflected, but doesn't get the call, and it's St. Bonaventure possession. How about how much distance the coaches are covering in tonight's game? Mark Schmidt's all the way up by half court. Hurley's been going back and forth. Mobley on a high ball screen. Tries a no look and off the hands of his teammate Taki. Rhode Island in search of their 17th straight win here tonight. That's what's on the line. That is the longest active streak in the nation right now at 16. Everybody seems to keep going down in this year of amazing parity in college basketball.
Yeah, I don't use the word parity as much. I mean, I think we have this every year. I think, you play this number of games, teams are going to lose, even good teams. But there's no question that the talent is spread out much more over college basketball than it ever has.
Terrell scores it for the Rams. St. Bonaventure on a 7-game win streak themselves, as Jared Terrell has 11 points in this first half. Taki got it knocked away. Matthews running the break. Terrell for three. Oh, what a shot from Jared Terrell. And Rhode Island now leads it. Under 4 minutes to go, first half. Mobley steps it in, doesn't get it. Rebound Matthews. Chris, nobody's really been on a run in this ball game. The first opportunity here for Rhode Island to kind of put, some back-to-back plays together.
Well, it's really been runs of Jared Terrell and Matt Mobley. I mean, both those guys have had exceptional first halves.
That's not what the Rams wanted there. Berry got it knocked away. Adams for three, got fouled. And that's the second time that's happened tonight. We come back.
Jared Terrell has 14 in this half. He has absolutely gone to work, and he knows it. Driving the ball to the basket with that physical frame of his, finishing through traffic, and then shows you the steal. Here, and then the three on the other end. What a job by Jared Terrell. Bottoms, find that guy.
Looking forward to Trae Young in action once again, but how about your best backcourts in the nation here, Chris?
And that's not because we're doing this game. I mean, I had that a month ago. You could put anybody next to Brunson. It could have been Phil Booth. Give me that guy on the left. But then these two backcourts, I'm telling you, splitting hairs between the two. The thing that I admire the most about both those backcourts is how well they work together. They have a dual ego. There's not splintered egos. There's not, it's my shot, now it's your turn, it's your turn. Like both these backcourts work so well together. They're such accomplished scoring tandems. And, I mean, I'm telling you, you wish that people talked about them more because they are special. Oh, and Bonaventure in a zone out of the timeout. Fats Russell just carves it right up. It starts with the penetration and then the collection of the miss.
Ball gets deflected out to Adams. Works off the screen, gets free for three. In and out, rebound. Pulled home by Brockington, out of bounds off of Terrell of Rhode Island.
Well, that's the 7th offensive rebound for St. Bonaventure. And you combine that with 9 Rhode Island turnovers. I mean, that's creating extra possessions in a game against such an explosive offense like Rhode Island's.
Mobley gets it to Adams. Through the lane, double clutch, doesn't go. Langevine on the rebound, outletting to Doughton. Terrell for three. Got a good look, and he drains it.
He is cooking. And I love when good players, or great players, come up big in big-time games. I mean, he is lathered up for this one.
Chris, to your point, he's already at his average. 17 points here in the first half. Largest lead of the night for the Rams here at 4 points. Shot clock. Adams for Stockard. Oh, he bails him out.
For this team, he does the dirty work on the offensive glass, defensively.
Amadi Akpeezy makes it a 4-point St. Bonaventure lead. Doughton kicks it for Terrell. Here's Matthews. His first points tonight from 3-point range.
This is unsettled. That early drag screen is so good, creates so much chaos.
Listen to this Riley Center crowd. Terrell said the defense is straight up, and St. Bonaventure's Mobley for three. Place would have erupted. Rebound Robinson. Terrell quiets the crowd with a free ball.
You got to find him. He gets up in the morning, steps off. He is thinking buckets and will hunt his shot everywhere.
Chris, 5 of 7 from 3-point range. 20 points.
He's unbelievable.
And a foul on Barry up. Rhode Island is the hottest team in the country right now. 16 wins in a row. Second longest in school history and the longest active streak. They've beaten the A-10 opponents 21 consecutive. Highest ranking ever in school history. So much on the line here tonight for the Rhode Island Rams.
I like our headline there, Rhode Island streaking. My favorite kind of streaking is from the quad to the gymnasium, or the kind that Rhode Island has done. I mean, they have been on a tear, and they've got, you know, outside of conference as well, they've got some very nice wins. Again, it's an old team. I mean, you know, they start 4 seniors, 2 of whom are redshirt seniors, and an outstanding sophomore guard in Jeff Doughton.
There's the key. Gives it for Stockard. Good offensive rebound. Griffin feeds it to Key, and he's blocked from behind by Terrell.
You know, I think if I had Jared Terrell's body, I would flex after every good play. I mean, like, he's a great player, but he's got something, a gyration or a flex or, again, I've never had a body like that, so I can't relate.
Could have been a football player. PC wanted to recruit him to play football. He originally committed to Oklahoma State. He wanted to be closer to home, and is at Rhode Island, and they have loved what he's done in 4 years there. Mobley, a lot of dribbling. Kicks it to Key. And a foul on Griffin.
You got to score that.
Right now in this ball game, gives it up with Stockard. Griffin. Adams with a feed, shoots a key, and he missed it.
And Mark Schmidt's going to get him out. I mean, that's 2 bunnies.
Items onto the court. They just made an announcement. The PA system to tell them not to do that, obviously, in this crazy, raucous environment tonight. It is the Riley Center at St. Bonaventure. It's a whiteout tonight. Huge student support. Like almost the entire community is here tonight. A third of the town is at this game. And so Terrell is going to shoot some free throws here as we get an explanation from Ron Tyberski, and we'll give it to you in just a second. So the game is now tied at 48. What did Ron tell you, Chris?
So they gave a warning. Somebody threw something on in the first half. They gave a warning. And then now it's the second time they're throwing a shampoo bottle onto the floor. And so it's a Class B technical foul. Dan Hurley has called his backcourt Batman and Batman all year. They were waiting for the second Batman to show up in this game, and he has flown in on whatever Batman's vehicle is, whatever they call that thing. He has been outstanding. The Batmobile, there it is. He has been outstanding. And again, a guy with a short memory who gets it going, and they are outplaying. Now, it's worth noting that Jalen Adams does have 7 assists, but they have outplayed that St. Bonaventure backcourt to this point. And you see how much better Rhode Island is when they get both of those guys playing well at the same time.
Reserve guard Will Leviton came up to me during shoot-around today, as it was a spirited shoot-around for Rhode Island. Says, we're not the 2 Batmans and the 4 Robins, we're the Justice League. You know, he was all fired up. You know, he's like, ESPN, Friday night, here we go. It's like, all right, we're ready. And Rhode Island trying to deliver. As Mobley lost the handle, it's down to the steal. Terrell, and he's blocked out of bounds by Taki. Jarvis Garrett coming back into the lineup for the Rams.
You know, that's one of the things I think both these coaches have done so well, is managing the egos of such talented backcourts. That's not easy. I mean, that dynamic is not easy to manage, especially with seniors. And both these coaches have done so well.
I agree. That's why these two teams are so successful. Unselfish. Matthews blocks. It's a key again. Mobley, as the shot clock is at 10.
The rim protection has been there for St. Bonaventure. I mean, they're coming over on these drives. Again, E.C. Matthews to his left hand, a much better scorer. A lot of contact in there, but it has been a physical game tonight that the officials have allowed to be physical.
6 blocks for the Bonnies. Matthews kicks it. Robinson for 3. What a long. Garrett, huge offensive rebound.
And they get to work clock again. So now you're St. Bonaventure, you're playing 60 seconds of defense.
A steal. Stockard.
I can't tell you what a big play that is. You get a bucket, but you get an easy bucket, and they needed something easy.
Time out. Terrell slashes through for the Rams.
They've run that weave action all night, and they run it to get drives for Terrell. They want the defense to shift. And he has 23 now on the night, and that's what they want. They want to get him going to his right hand on the move, but they run the weave to shift the defense so that it unsettles that weak side.
40 points in the last 2 games for Terrell. Adams. Tough one, short. Rebound, Russell. Russell somehow able to scoop it up and in.
What a player he's going to be.
Mobley sticks with it. And is fouled this time by Langevin. This guy's been battling tonight.
Everything.
You got half the players in each of these two teams wearing the red sneakers tonight. Mobley. Terrell's all over him. 5 to shoot. Mobley kicks. Caputo for 3. Mobley saves it. Launches a 3, and that's all. Stanford Robinson with 10 to shoot. Terrell. Griffin stays with it.
And they've taken the ball out of Doughton's hands. Adams space guarding him. They don't want him initiating. And there he finally gathers it. 18 on the clock.
Devin. Adams ran into a screen from Langevin. Matthews has 5 to shoot. Matthews in a spin. Robinson offensive rebound.
Yeah, run your stuff. Good decision. Pull it out. Run your stuff. They've got such good stuff against the man-to-man. And a good timeout. Yeah, a good timeout, Mike.
Jared Terrell has 23 points for the Rams. Matt Mobley has 24 for St. Bonaventure. Stars are out here tonight. What do we get in the final 1 minute of this one? Terrell off the screen. Wyatt runner, rebound Griffin. And a foul is called on Rhode Island. So Langevin, and that's his 4th.
They ran the false motion. They got the ball into Terrell's right hand, but the defense was outstanding. Look at that help from Griffin, and then he gets back into the play and grabs the defensive rebound. Here's Langevin coming from behind. And how about the second jump by Griffin to gather the defensive board, and then he gets fouled. And now he's at the foul line to put his team in the lead.
And if you said it, there was 3 guys converging there on that defensive possession.
And the help came over. Again, it's what made the shot difficult, but then Griffin getting back into play to limit Langevin's offensive board.
St. Bonaventure leads it. And our 19th lead change tonight. 56 seconds to go. Longest winning streak in the nation on the line tonight with the Rams at 16. Terrell feeds it Langevin, and he's fouled.
Well, and it's interesting because Dan Hurley had a timeout. Decides not to use it there. And what execution by Jared Terrell. Comes off with his left hand. You get the slip. The help's late. And wow, inches from an and one for Terrell Langevin.
Unbelievable poise by just a 50% free throw shooter on the season for the Rams.
Wow. Those some monster free throws.
8.8-second differential. Shot clock, and Mobley puts an end to Adams. Adams feeds it. Free throw.
He baited him. He waited for it. He knew all night they're guarding it with two guys off of those crossing screens. And a nice cut right down the middle. You've got to stay home on that. Stan Robinson's got to stay in the lane. He doesn't. And how many big plays has that guy made in the last?
Arrow favors the bodies. And here we go. Dutton. Oh, he's fouled by Adams.
And that was what you can't do.
Free throws coming for Jeff Doughton as Adams hits him on his way up the floor. It's still a 1-and-1. It's a 1-and-1 for Doughton with 18 seconds to go. 71% free throw shooter on the season. Matthews had a hand on it. Mobley, and he's tied up, and a foul is called.
Amazing how many plays or games are lost on missed free throw blockouts. And they're, just a little short. A guy who shoots it at almost 80% from the foul line. This pressure it's amazing what it'll do to you. Front rims it. And how about the defensive board that Matt Mobley comes up with?
It's an automatic 2 now. That was a 10-team foul committed by Rhode Island. So Mobley can make it a 3-point game, and the Rams will still have a chance. 14.3 left. Ooh.
Well, no timeout, so Rhode Island's going to have an action here. You imagine Terrell's going to get it, push, and there's plenty of time. 14 seconds is a lifetime.
2-point game, 14.3. Doughton. 2 to tie, 3 to win, and now Rhode Island does call a timeout. All right, they did have a timeout remaining. The scoreboard changed it back to 1.
Well, the official came over and told us that Rhode Island had no timeout. So
there was confusion about that as our referee, DJ Carson, came over and he said, I'm going to go check on that. And now that's it. Rhode Island is out of timeouts. St. Bonaventure is out of timeouts. And does Rhode Island get another close win here tonight? Terrell at the end of November lifting Rhode Island to a win. Doughton will put it in. Having trouble getting it in, Robinson. Terrell takes it in. Too strong. Rebound, Mobley, and a foul. And Griffin hits the deck hard. He is down for St. Bonaventure. And the fans are like that. He's all up.
Well, like I said, St. Bonaventure wasn't guarding the ball, and it made it hard to inbound. But once they got it to Terrell, he gets to that right hand, goes to that runner off the glass, and look who comes in to save the day, like he has in the last 2 minutes of this ball game. going to his strong hand, and he had a good look. But Griffin, once again, comes over and alters.
Mobley, 26th point of the night, and this one can seal it. Not over yet. Terrell.
You can foul.
Three for the tie.